Recovering from COVID, he says he's ready to get back on the campaign trail, despite the ever-growing chorus of Democratic lawmakers calling on the US president to drop his re-election bid. Joe Biden insists he's staying in the race. He claims that ordinary voters are on his side, but opinion polls suggest that nearly two-thirds of Democrats nationwide say Biden should step aside and let his party nominate a different candidate. With more, here's our Washington correspondent Fraser Jackson.
Biden isolating alone in Delaware at his house in Rehoboth, while the rest of D.C. kind of spins around this. It's a bit of a metaphorical situation going on there. There really is a tale of two stories here. One is public, one is private. In public, Biden says that he's raring to get back on the campaign trail. His campaign officials say he's not going anywhere. They actually just released a statement not too long ago saying, I look forward to getting back on the campaign trail next week to continue exposing the threat of Donald Trump's Project 2025 agenda while making the case for my own record. It must be said, the opportunities he's had over the last couple of weeks to do that haven't really gone that well, in the sense that he hasn't really laid out the Project 2025 plan, which is a conservative plan to overhaul the government. He hasn't really laid that out well in the big high-profile interviews that he's had on ABC and NBC as well. And then we are hearing more about in private that actually he's starting to mull over whether he should leave, and if so, how it should be done, at what time, and how best to protect his legacy if he does indeed part. We've been told by sources close to Biden, which has also been reported in New York Times, that several people close to him have said that his resolve really has been shaken by three main events. One, Nancy Pelosi effectively coming out against him on that Morning Joe interview a few weeks ago, where she didn't really say one way or another which way she was leaning, but then obviously in private had that discussion with him, saying that he cannot win against Donald Trump and that the path is narrowing to victory. He was shaken by that. He was also shaken by new state polls that show that he's losing to Donald Trump in key battleground states, just like Wisconsin, where I just came back from. The latest projection from CNN on that said that Donald Trump would earn 330 electoral votes. That is far beyond the 270 needed to win the presidency. And then the third is that donors are starting to dry up on the Democratic side as well. That is also said to have impacted him.
Joe Biden's rival Donald Trump says he's spoken by phone with the Ukrainian president and pledged to end the war with Russia. Washington has provided tens of billions of dollars in military assistance to Kyiv since the invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. A potential Trump victory in the November election has raised concerns about whether the United States will continue to provide the same levels of financial support. Trump has repeatedly claimed he would end the war very quickly if re-elected, without offering details as to how.